was in the children's track at Philly Mfuge. We would go out into the community and hang out with the kids. So one way that I really saw God work in the community was we were supposed to be going to a daycare. So we ended up going to a park and we just played with the kids there, and so one of the ladies in my group got a chance to talk to these two girls, and by the end of the day these two girls became saved. One way that I saw Christ work in my life was he really showed me what it meant to be unashamed. He really showed me how cool it was to go outside of your comfort zone and just see how he can use you. So
this is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross.
My track leader, he shared his testimony and how he fought with his biggest sin, and how God replaced his temptation with a desire for him. And I just don't think that's a coincidence, because I've faced the same kind of sin and I've had trouble for a while with it now, and I've told a couple other people, and I've laid down my sin in order that I can continue to grow closer to God, because that's impossible unless you lay down all of your life for him.
The King of Glory, who rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of its brilliance. The King of Glory, the King above all kings. Yeah, this is amazing grace. This is unfailing love.
God challenged me with growing out of my comfort zone, and He showed His love through me while I was working with the kids. And I would probably, where I go from here is I would want to go into more ministries with Epic and help more with the kids.
Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain.
one of the things that I really saw God doing was how he brought our entire track group together for a common purpose. Even though we didn't have very many similarities, or we lived very different lifestyles, we were from different parts of the different states. And one of the things that I really felt God was doing, and he convicted me about, was how we live very material focused. We had to go into a Section 8 housing neighborhood. Instead, we went into the people's houses and we really got to know them. And it was convicting to see how little they had, but yet they lived with happy, like they were happy, and how I have so much in comparison, but yet I tend to not be as content. And also how just dark spiritually the neighborhood was.
Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. All that you've done for me.
One of the biggest ways God changed me was my willingness to share the gospel. Before, I was kind of out of my comfort zone doing so. Now I'm kind of excited to share the gospel with people. We got to do it multiple times while at camp. I really enjoyed that, especially because you look around and you realize there's so many people that will be beside you while you're sharing the gospel if you need help, and they'll share it with you.
Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb.